kuja zibwente. Kuja zibwente. Timango tenge kansi tuso panda pake. Kansa sanga lasa maso pena pake. Ziwani ndi satana akugwira chito yake. Kukongolesa kuwalisa so panda pake.
Welcome to the Malawi Music Podcast. It's with me, your host Sparrow, and I'm here with my partner KYC.
Yeah, welcome to another Malawi Music Podcast.
So guys, today in the studio we have Phyzix and Barry One here for a little chit chat, and they're here with the surprise. But before we move on to that, guys, just introduce yourselves to the people. Not name-wise.
Like, it really gets to me, like, how do I get to introduce myself?
Just let people know you're here.
Do it, man. Do it. All right, I'm here to do some damage. That's the proper introduction for me.
Phyzix, aka Captain Bay.
Yeah. So before we move on to the main thing you want to let people know.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I just want to ask you guys on your music in 2018, because you're one of the artists that's put out lots of music like over the years. People have catalogs of you guys, both of you guys' music separately.
Yeah.
So I just want you guys to let the people know about how your year started off. I've seen Phyzix drop a couple of singles, but then Barry One has been a little bit quiet this year.
Yeah, that was deliberate, in fact. Honestly, like just after the launch I did in 2016 of my album Maswa Seguka, I decided to take a break. This is what I usually do most of the times, like when I work on a project. It's just to refresh myself, like my mind, so that I get into that zone with new ideas and it's just a whole new person. So that's exactly what I did. And like even 2017, I didn't really do much. I think it's only features that I jumped on, and it's quite notable. In fact, the only two beats that I jumped on, the Bosara music, The Legends Never Die, as well as the
controversies song.
Yeah, but it's not really controversial. That's how people took it.
Yeah, sure.
And the other was joined recently. I just did a song with Tadala. Tadala is one.
The hardcore guy.
Exactly. Which I think is just about a week or two now.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
And from Phyzix, towards the end of last year, to this quarter part of the year, we've seen you like changing the way you're putting music out there. Just let us know how you've. I won't say rebrand, but how you've boosted the brand of Phyzix.
I think me on the other hand though is I release music like a madman. Like I can't contain myself. You know, that's one thing I've never been able to. I just release. You know, it's constant. So what I've been doing mostly is I've started to focus more on music videos. Something I wasn't doing a lot, before. So right now I'm focusing more on music videos, as well as just being more present on social media. And as well as mainstream media. So basically for me, it's always been like people looking for my songs to get them. I wasn't really pushing much, but now I've I push. Go for interviews, post, do videos, go for interviews, something like this.
Exactly. Yeah, we get it.
Man.
And it's something I've noticed about you, Phyzix. Like way back, I do some beats and I would struggle on video ghetto, I and then all of a sudden, when you come across it in our body, as you in again, what actually happened? Transition, when I sit right,
I think for me, the way I take hip hop, it goes back to the true essence, whereby it's about self-expression. Where you at mentally, where you at in your life. So the time I was making that was my life. That's how I was living. I was in the ghetto and it was crazy. I was around other crazy situations. So apart from reporting my own situation, I was reporting on other people's situations, So right now, why you're saying the music has changed, I'm having fun, it's because I really am having a good time right now. So, so there's no way for me to make sense to talk about the struggle when the struggle is not there on a different level. The struggle is always there in everybody's stages of life. It's always there. But what I mean about, I won't be talking about 25. I'm in Blantyre now.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So
it's in my city now.
Now we get it. So there's a transition. transition from there.
So it's a transition, man. It's real life stories, basically.
People knows you actually. They know you as Phyzix solo artist, and then Barry One solo artist too. But then after that interview, my guys are going to say, "What's your flash you digging the jar?" Just tell it.
To hang out and promote the boxing.
You know, like in fact, I was even thinking of this. You know, if we just go back, like go back the memory lane.
Yeah.
Phyzix is one of the names that has been out there since hip hop, like
took shape.
Yeah,
exactly. Here in Malawi, I from
too
as well.
Yeah.
But never have we ever collaborated like on a song. We've never done this before.
Yeah.
And
that's
yes,
actually true.
That's why I'm asking.
But apparently, and you know what? Like we kept on talking about collaborations and all, like over the years, like and then let's get in the booth, let's get in the studios, and get to record. But we never really did. So we said that we can't compromise that opportunity anymore. Let's just get into it and then just get like full force, like come with the band. So like right now, this is what you see when you see Phyzix. You see B1.
Yeah, that's what it is right now.
Yeah, true. So let's get right. Exactly. Let's get right straight to the main topic. So let the people know why you guys are together in an interview. You're supposed to come here on your own. Why are you guys together?
So like my boy B said, we hadn't worked on a song.
Exactly.
So we've got one better.
Yeah.
Not just one song.
This is one song.
It's a whole album.
That's dope. You heard it first.
It's a whole album. We're calling it The Diaries.
The Diaries. Basically, it's the journey that we guys have gone through musically, as well as life itself. The experiences that we've had as human beings, everything that we've come across, the obstacles, the achievements, and all that. So it's just basically a compilation of our stories. Our diaries. It's like we're telling you what we've been through and now what we think that we want to go through, so that we make life better, not just for ourselves but even for our fans.
Man.
I don't want to call them fans anymore. Like
family now. So guys, you heard it. It's the diaries. Phyzix and Barry One.
Oh yeah.
So like, how are you gonna fix? Since you say it's the diaries of what you guys have both gone through separately, how are you gonna fix it together
into one thing?
Get the album.
How can we get the album? It's not out yet.
Anticipate.
But you know what? The good thing about music is I feel like I do write, right? Like I do poetry and all, but music is one simplest way of I find it easier for me to express myself. So when we give a concept to a particular song, it's not like we want to talk about life from a background which seems to be similar. Like to say that, okay, Phyzix, he was in the 25, he was straggling. Me, I was in KJ straggling as well, then I should put it like that. Not really. But it's about bringing out the experiences, and then laying them out from different backgrounds, but putting them all together, so that when we put them out there, people should relate. So it's not just
those guys are coming from here.
Exactly. Because honestly, like I'm Barry One. I mean, I've always been Barry One. There's always been Phyzix. You've been Spyro. And you talk about whatever you want to talk on the song. But the end result, the outcome is that someone out there, it appeals, because music it's like universal in a way. That when you say something, you might not really say it in the context of a particular somebody, but it will still appeal to that particular somebody. So basically, it's that. I can collaborate, even if you get me on a song with Lucius Banda, definitely.
Exactly.
So you get me with Ethel Gamwendo, we'll definitely get to something.
So put us through the technical aspect of the album. Like, how are you guys working on it? With which producers? And what's the strategy of release like? Is it dropping this year or next year or and all that?
I think the only thing I won't tell you is the features. That's the only thing I won't tell you. Quite few, but I won't tell you. That's the only thing. But for producers, the main two producers is Tricky Beats on the other side and GD on the other side.
Nice.
But in the mix of it, there's like other producers, or maybe 1B beat. You know, there's a kid from Zomba, Ace T. Like he just happened to come in, but he's really bringing in that fire. So you know, we give him a slot on the album. So he's produced one song, and apart from that, who else?
Got BFB.
Yeah, BFB is on it.
BFB.
Yeah, he had to be. You know, who else? You know,
imagine
Blaze. Blaze.
How can we forget
Blaze? There's Chance as well.
Chance as well, yeah.
Mwani from El City. I'm actually looking at the album right now. I'm actually looking at it.
So it's actually already done. It's already done.
We have the skeleton.
Yeah, I mean, okay, the album is done. Yeah. That's a fact. I mean, it didn't really take us that long. We've actually been working maybe like 3 weeks, and then the album was done.
All right.
So like right now, we're just polishing up. You know, trying to add in like, you know, ideas, ad libs, you know, variations, what the beat should sound like. You know, make changes to the beat to make it even better. But otherwise, the draft we do have.
And how many tracks are in the album?
Well, right now we can't really say.
You're gonna keep it confidential.
No, not confidential. Not really confidential. But there is a possibility. There is a possibility that we might add like maybe 1 or 2.
Okay, the original plan was to have 10 songs. But we realized that there was something else we had to have to it, so it might be up to 12. One is 12.
12 is the max.
So between 10 and 12, we might still go back to 10, but between 10 and 12. But what we're saying is those songs are already there. It's just that we have to choose what's going to be in the album.
Waiting on that.
And in terms of release, our first single comes out
the month end of
next one.
April. We won't say the date, but then just know that next one some
we waiting for that. Premiere the single straight out.
So I stay up. Okay. Tima say let's say I'm a kind of let's say I'm a kind of thing was when I asked you in it's got to be Phyzix and Barry One.
That's it.
Why change? We don't want to change.
If anything,
if you want to, okay. I'm not call us the Diaries.
The Diaries. Hashtag the Diaries.
Hashtag the Diaries. Yeah. So yeah, but for now it's just
the D.
Sounded
hashtag the D.
I remember last podcast that we had the DMG guys in the studio, Cyclone and Iceberg. They actually disclosed I mean, the reason they should form as a crew and Anabanga Wake tracking was, and then afterwards they just actually decided let's just take it from here. When I say it's meant to
it's different. No, not for us. I mean, okay, the difference is that, you know, we understand for them that they had to come in with a different name due to the break that they had, because they had been silent for a very long time. These were names that were buzzing like a long while back.
True.
And they're both coming from groups.
Exactly.
Iceberg from one, and Cyclone from Basement.
So them coming together and with the Bossaro name, the image itself, like, you know, it was a movement. It was easy for them because they didn't even plan. It was just because the movement was like right there, and then they were in the spotlight. They just thought that maybe we can just brand this Bossaro issue. So it's different for them. But then for us, it's like Phyzix has got his brand right there. I've got my own brand right there. Why change? We don't want to confuse people.
Coming to you. Same as you just talked about Cyclone and Iceberg. They were there way back. Kina wana saka silent, and then one of you guys, you were there, and then makamu fega bi. I mean, mamu fega. Really fast, it's pretty, man. It's really general Makawuda. It's just like we're not Phyzix.
I think for me, man, the biggest thing is the first one is just keeping it constant, because consistency is key. You know, if you want to be present, people need to see you. You need to be visible. We're in an industry whereby new cats are coming in every day, new songs every day. So for some of us, it's not really about the next hit song, because we have hit songs. It's about, are they still there? Is it still cool? Are they still rapping? Are they still performing? So as long as you're bringing material out, it's cool. You know, and if you have a hit single, in there, even better. You know, and the second thing for me is there's a book I read, you know, some 3 years or 4 years ago. It's called Who Moved My Cheese. It's a book about dealing with change. You know, there's constant change in life, you know, whether it's music, whether it's business, on everything, there's constant change. So for you to be comfortable to say, you know what, I did a hit song, Chola Pizza, ndipo ndikaflowa jonchi, ndipo mamento aganali jonchi, producer aganali makas ndi GD, and to think with it for the rest of my life I'll be doing the same, I won't survive.
Exactly.
You know, so it means I need to be flexible in terms of producers, in terms of music content, you know, in terms of how I release my songs, so on everything. So for me, I vibe with the times. I listen more of new school rap than old school rap in my car.
Exactly.
You know, I'm trying to see what you guys are doing. Good, in a spiral flow a bunch, you know, these days, you know what I mean? And just spiral. And just, you know, let me just say this, you know, and if for spiral, you know, I know this guy from way back. When he was a young and proper young, you know, he used to come to Nzuni when I was at Nzuni to come see me. Exactly. I go way back. And those times I was just interested in rapping, and now his rapping has got a brand, he's got a name, and I'm still here. That says a lot. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's very deep. And he's one of the big guys right now. So so for me, it's just that consistency, adopting to change, as well as, you know, just being open. You know, open to new ideas. You know, like for me on social media, when somebody's saying something, whether a bad comment or good comment, I take the lesson out of it. Okay, okay, maybe on the next song I might want to put a punchline or two. You know what I mean? So for me, I'm open to criticism, I'm open to feedback. You know what I mean? I get the constructive part of it. So
And to your side, Barry?
But honestly, for me, it's like, it's sad. New school, my guy, but I've seen a lot of new schools in my journey as an artist. Music, even
at the time you were a new school artist.
But music, it's you have to understand fans. That's the major point. Like when you're making music, if you're making music for yourself, then you won't have a name out there. So make music that will appeal to people. Now, and trending and whatnot. My trends are, yes, I try to fit in as well, but sometimes I just try to bring something extraordinary, something completely different. That and classified that because I think that one, this guy is different. That's why maybe I sound like nobody. You know? So my point is, when making music, I always focus, I put people first, and apart from that, I put Malawi first. To say, Malawi, my guys, when I'm feeling this. So when you're making music, I want to make music that will even appeal to fans who did Kadabe. Fans who did Blanta, fans who did Zuzu, that my music should appeal. So what exactly? So that's the basis, really, for me to say now, okay, and always put people first, having relevant concepts that people can relate to. So that's how relevant.
So it's majorly based on knowing your fan base and growing with it. Once you know your fans, you just have to grow. The way they're growing, you grow with them too. That we get that.
But it's not only about the fans that I have, but even to create more. Like, you know, because at the time we were coming in, and right now you can see the transition. Even in terms of concepts. Growth. For the age minute. Okay, this is my generation, but even I've got a younger generation that is looking up to me. I shouldn't be. My guys know that guy was a bad influence. Don't give an example. I not feel so. I got that.
Example, I'm not gonna explain my example.
I know, but you get the idea.
Alright, Dan Ban will have controversies about. Okay. Most, I mean, Barry One. I was listening to Barry One, you know, I get one course spell. You remember that time?
that good? Is that controversial or is just?
Yangana, remember that gospel?
It was that's okay.
Time manager, like I gospel. I mean, Barry One, what gospel? Canali Pierre, Canali Dan. I don't know.
What's Ovano?
What's Ovano? All of a sudden, Barry One, which another Sambano, Mayano is very serious.
There is nothing wrong with what I'm doing right now. But honestly, life is a journey. Like sometimes when you get in the booth, most of the times you really talk about what you're going through. You talk about the status that you're in. So that at that particular moment, that was my first album. In fact, that was torn and I'm and now follow the Jajava so go time like nothing else, like my guy even okay, for like an example, time even with our studio where Dead Devils a cinema phone
for dinner
not Zina, but the guys were too controversial.
Shout out to our boys magazine. Shout out.
And now the same guys are producing the album.
Shout out to our boys.
Like I've had them like on my previous album. They produced a couple of beats as well. And I've worked with them on different beats. That was the OG. He'll be coming back soon.
Coming soon. So I'm a silly.
So that was the experience that I was having, and going through. My guy was I mean, I can't deny that. Why should I lie to the people and pretend that because my guy but hell no. I'm an artist that just my life is on the spotlight because of what I do. But maybe my life is not really bigger in terms of like my flows. Maybe yours is even bigger. So I mean, if you want to base your ideas on whatever my issues on my life, then you bring it on. But otherwise,
we get to physics also. Most about physics.
Like chill. Before you move on to physics, on that same note, towards your album, the one you released most recently, you're also releasing gospel tracks, and you started misguiding people, starting to think you.
No, I was not misguiding.
No, not you. I meant people started assuming. So I want you to clarify that now. Like, what was your aim?
Let me give you an example. Like, I remember like this guy from the newspapers. I just can't recall the name, but I remember this guy actually gave me a call to say, Barry, I want to do an interview with you. So I was like, proper. So, and then the guy came through. He asked me lots of questions and then in other figure, are you gospel or are you because he wanted to base main story headline and these are gospel and whatnot. So I denied the fact that I denied it all to the point that the dude never did it out. So it's like and even people, just for an example, like the controversy with the song They Just Never Die. We never clarified. People kept on going on about it, this and that, blah. People were talking, we were just listening. So people, you shouldn't be defined by people. People will always have whatever they want to say, and like what I said. Imagine if your life you were able to get. Would you be yourself today? You would end up saying, character you're demeaning, you're pretending, trying to impress a couple. So it's the same thing. It's like people. What I would tell you is that I'll let the people keep on going on with whatever they want to talk about. So me, I'm still me.
Sure. Your physics.
What up, man?
You also announced at the time with Ababa quit.
I'm
never do say.
I quit doing this particular music. I'm taking a 10 to gospel. I'll be doing gospel. Manu, after terminating.
I think for me, like to the point, the fact is, I'm a Christian.
Yeah,
that's the fact. Whether I'm a Christian musician, that's not there. I'm just a musician. So if I'm inspired to do a gospel song, I do a gospel song. If I'm inspired to do a party song, I do a party song.
Yeah.
But at the core of my belief, I'm a Christian. I believe in Jesus Christ. I believe he's my savior, and I believe, in the resurrection. I'm a Christian.
Yeah.
So whether I'm a worship leader or not, I'm not called to do that. I haven't heard that calling yet. So in a nutshell, I never announced that I'm a Christian musician. I announced my rededication to my faith.
Yes.
So it's as simple as that. So if anybody has a problem, I don't know.
You want to separate Christian?
I think let me get
okay. I think
do you know that's the confusion that people have always. Like you say, so now he renounced it. Now I'm a Christian. Being a Christian as a person and being an artist are two different things. So people want to confuse that. They want to bring your personality into your artistry. So now the fun and the artistry, the gospel. They just give you that title. The gospel. Right?
I think another way of looking at it is there's a worship leader, somebody who leads worship. Like music or praise. You know what I mean? Then even in the old days, there were people who were offering entertainment to the kings, whatever.
Exactly.
So there's entertainment, and then there's praise and worship.
Exactly.
So in a nutshell, it's only entertainment.
Okay. So what you do?
Okay, let me just ask you.
It's only entertainment.
I'm still with Phyzix though.
Okay.
I'm still with you.
Okay. Captain Bay. No, it's a transition. You remember the first question you asked me? I was telling you about. For me, it's about self-expression.
Yeah, sure.
So the journey I've walked in at every stage, depending on how I see myself, I give myself a nickname. So there are names you don't even know before Jolabita, before Gamba, that I was giving myself. It's been something I've always done. So when I came out as Jolabita, then eventually Gamba. So because of a certain stage I reached, I said, you know what, now I'm Gamba Wasuti.
I remember that term. I remember.
Then eventually the other names in between, then eventually became Captain Bay. So these are all different stages. And
what motivated the Captain Bay name?
But the truth of the matter is, there's a song I did. It's called Chilling. I did it with Mate and Kelke. It's from. It was like from the extended album, Captain Long John. So in that song, I was trying to rhyme with Uncle Bay. Like what the number is, I'm a say like call me Uncle Bay. Call me Captain Bay. So it had a ring to it. I was like, oh yeah. So basically, from then on, people were calling me Captain Bay. Then I started using it. So now it is what it is. So it's my official AKA.
And then there is this
Captain Bay no blow. What's a Phyzix?
but one in the same.
Captain Bay no flex.
I said Captain Bay. The Phyzix. Actually, this is a thing that actually happened with that's happening with when I hyphen.
Exactly.
My guy once was I said hyphen. What kind of fan? And that's how what kind of back one. So
but the guy again I feel so controversial again I what it Tima Pepe chicken right there is some of food chicken Pepe chicken
okay no do it nyimbo timalija tinkubudi
tizinzili amatoka za parts amatoka za parts
ngoja uje ngani should day man very good.
Okay, let me tell you very well. I'm still with the controversial questions.
Yeah.
I remember at the time, Barry One, I'm not showing I get radio. I'm not going to actually disclose the name of the show because we're not here to promote.
Nah, you can go ahead and say awesome for you. Go ahead and say.
You went over there, Machira, and they when I sick me, I was already Macamia, Feasties. They were. And then in the midst of the freestyle, you choked.
Yeah.
Hey, the social media, you never react. You never criticize. I mean, how did you take those criticisms?
Well, I think I really took that well in a way because I've had interviews, I've had freestyles all my life, and I've never had a flop. Maybe sometimes even you do a freestyle, but it wasn't as good, but people still respecting it. And apart from that, I think I'm one guy who's had a smooth journey, like in my career, music career, to the point that I've never really had like a slack or something. So this was the first time, and I think it really went well. And this was the time as well. There was the new school issue and things like that. What really pushed the issue was the controversy. But to me, it was just like one of those. It's not like I cannot kick it free. I mean,
dude can rap for real.
Like now we know that.
But point is, you know, as much as that.
I'm gonna outside table floor. Dude can rap.
Make music.
My point is, I say, like, you know, but honestly, like I've never really had to my blind or like, you know, I've always had it smooth, and it was really unexpected because I think that was like one of the interviews that everyone got locked in to say let's wait for that section, and unfortunately I never.
And that says a lot. Huh?
It was exactly. So it was really, I was a bit disappointed that my peoples were disappointed, but never should they expect that again. You give me a chance and then, you know, I'll kick a couple of bars.
Why people saying a blackjack? I'm saying a blackjack.
Shout out our boy Blackjack. Shout out. He's one of us.
So getting back to this album release, how are you going to promote it after release? Panova form guys, I'm a banga promotion.
Before we finish, we ain't going to say that. That's our strategy, man. We're not selling that.
For the blueprint.
Bruh, it's crazy out here, man. Niggas here writing notes, man.
Exactly. We know that.
Anyway, people got a pen and a paper right now, man.
Okay, chill. So
before we close with time, I have one last thing to talk about. Papa, I was a choose. My sister must say FIFA.
We don't know who the king is, yo.
We don't know
who the king is.
I don't know where this thing came from recently. Like, artists are playing FIFA.
No, I think FIFA's always been there.
It's in the minds. Going to guys only man even when I'm gonna wipe my artist
Fam, I wiped everyone.
Yeah, everybody's watching now.
Everyone. I actually have a list.
Because China guys will take you to my mobile plan time.
What's a take green to physics? I said. What's a take green to physics? I said. But yo, shout out my boy Tay Green is my boy. What's up?
Yeah, sure.
I just want to put that out there with the.
I said, come on, my friend waiting there.
Everybody here.
So I've got a very long queue list for FIFA. You know, my artist team way. So I'll just give you a quick rundown. There's Tay Green, there's Toast, there's Kelke, there's Third Eye, there's Maringa Mafia, there's Charisma, there's Salio, Spyro, there's Myth, there's Taxi, Kaka, Mavila, Macmillan, Blackjack, Zangape, Crazy G, Daddy, Jembe, Viabi, James. I said the list goes on and on. I said, let me be honest with you, like FIFA, I'm only looking for one person. This guy called Haroon. That's the only guy I'm looking for. Once I play with Haroon, this man I'm done with FIFA. I'm done.
We will anticipate that. You may even call live for Instagram.
Actually, I've been looking for him so much that somebody actually sent me his contact. So right now we're talking.
Yeah.
So it's slated to play next month.
Exactly.
We'll play it live. We'll make sure we'll stream it live. You know.
Sure.
So yeah, and the people are betting. There's money involved. Legal money. No, we know illegal betting.
Yeah. All right.
No such thing. Yeah, man. But otherwise, we're having a good time, you know. FIFA, it's good for getting guys together, you know, just to hang out. So it's a good thing. We're having fun. Yeah,
true.
Yeah, as we go towards the end of the podcast, let me just ask something. When I often got see when it's in the same. I feel so. I think Panek had a disagreement in the Frederick is
exactly right there. I see disagreement.
I said, hold it up. Okay, let
me just put it like that. I don't really get it. I didn't actually got it right, Popo. There, I just want to give you space to explain what really happened. And I think Panova, you guys sorted it out already.
I'll just say it, but I don't need to explain. I'll just say it, but I don't need to explain. There's no issues or bad blood, but me, I'm chilling. But I think the only thing that happened was, I've said it once, I've said it again. JB was my friend. We had issues. We dissed me, I dissed him back.
Yeah.
Frederick is an gun with JB. So big money with this, I feel so they diss now. JB is out of the picture. He's top dog now. So people like to compare. People like for people to go at each other.
Yeah.
So I think you know, Marian Derby. What do we call it? There's a word for it. Akraivo.
Exactly.
Yeah, so it's just people fueling things. But I'm cool.
I think the same. My friends in the minute, I'm a message.
Yeah, people want fun. I mean, at the end of the day, it's entertainment. People want fun. So me, I overstand that. You know, me, I'm just chilling and I'll just use it. You know.
Yeah, but if you're going on the war of ideas, war of branding,
I think so. One of like somebody who's a very close friend of mine. And a very close friend of his, that's GD.
Yeah.
He actually said, you know what, you guys are actually too similar.
Exactly.
That's why, like you're forced to win Mugangane.
Exactly.
You know, but what if you guys came together a bit big? Like GD kept saying that, but I don't know, man, because me, whatever, man.
It has to flow naturally.
Yeah, it has to flow naturally. You can't force it, you can't do anything to it. But like, for the record, I've seen Nagangane Bonai. I mean Nagangane and the JB, and it was my friend. Guni, and they're Guni, I'm a bangas in a big
and then
so
it's over.
He was gooning.
He was gooning.
But otherwise,
he shouldn't leave it on Chilo. Yeah,
So I actually learned you guys are all married.
You can't see. You can't see, bruh. Shut up, baby.
Yeah, sure. You guys are married. Just disclose to us. I mean, how has the life changed?
Life is beautiful when you're married, man. Life is beautiful.
It's a blessing from God.
Yeah.
This is something, and then you going before the altar, like, you know, just to get blessed. You know, I say you take this as your wife, as it was written in the Bible.
Yeah.
I mean, I say, can you have a bad life?
Oh wait.
There's a verse that says, "He who finds a wife, finds a good thing and obtains favor from the Lord."
Yeah.
You only understand when you're married. So me and him, we understand. So you only understand when you're married. So
Also, wonder, guys, this is advice from me. I don't know whether this is on the same tip as well, but also wonder my baby
is up, stay away from women. Stay away from women. Guys, stay away from women. They are bad for you. Bad.
Anyway, you guys, wanna drop a freestyle?
It's the choking squad.
But it's not by force. It's by choice.
We can try.
So they no excuse.
Just drop it a cappella, best.
You go first.
I don't know what music.
You go first. I'm chilling here.
And then don't go choga.
Oh, I'll try.
Yeah, sure.
You know I'm a savage, no manners when behind the mic. No Superman can stand me, dog, I'm kryptonite.
Yeah.
I flex my bars daily, work out day, night. We defer cause your rhyme got fat and cellulite. Rent supreme, but more importantly, respect the culture. Divine writings, orgasmic fit by vouchers.
That's what's up. Mr. Captain Pitts,
Me too.
Captain Bear Town.
I'm not rapping today, man. I'm not doing that.
Yeah. Okay, just say words to your fans who are anticipating the release of the album. Last verse, anything like you want to say to people out there.
Yeah, I think what I can say is I like for the music to speak for itself.
Yeah.
But I think the best thing we can say is there's an album coming out. It's called The Diaries.
Yeah.
Me and my boy Barry One came together. We're announcing now because it's done, and we didn't want to announce while working on it. We didn't want the pressure. So there's music coming out, you know. Yeah, Captain Bay.
Captain Bay. For me, who's been very silent, I'm breaking the silence right now. So I'm gonna break like 2 years. Also drop, and I'm gonna drop it my verse to do it. Don't go say that. My essay that do it. My essay. But honestly, I just want to thank the people for the support and love that they show us.
Yeah.
And we know that this won't be a disappointment.
Yeah.
Because this is the main focus. We're not doing anything apart from this project.
Yeah.
So this is not for us. This is not for us. It's for the people.
Yeah.
Just be on the lookout. We're dropping the first single in April.
It's coming out.
Moves.
Exclusively on MalawiMusic.com.
And videos are quite lined up, in fact. Already, like there is a lineup, change of fashion, you know, change of an appearance, change of Zaboya.
And the movement, the album is coming out under its own entertainment. You know, Barry and I are partnering on that. So we'll disclose more as we go. But it's coming out under its own entertainment. So look out for IOE.
IOE, it's on entertainment, baby.
Hashtag IOE. Hashtag
so guys.
Hashtag IOE. Hashtag the G.
Word. You heard it yourself.
So guys, you heard it first. Phyzix and Barry One dropping a joint album titled The Diaries. First single drops 1st of April.
No, in April.
Not 1st of April. In April.
Carry on.
Exclusively on MalawiMusic.com. Me and my partner KYC and these two guys right here signing out.
Shout out.
Very good.
Stream and download music from www.topnotch.com.